A tenant hasn't paid rent for months. You are frustrated, maybe even angry. But here is the truth. If you take the wrong step, you could lose more than you think. In today's video, I'll break down exactly what the Lagos Tenancy Law 2025 says you can and cannot do when tenant refuses to pay rent. Number one, why this matters. In Lagos, rent rent default is one of the most common landlord-tenant disputes. Many landlords rush into self-help methods like locking tenants out, seizing their property, or cutting electricity, water. But under the 2025 Lagos Tenancy Law, these actions are illegal and can actually land the landlord in more trouble than the tenants. When tenants refuse to pay rent, here is the correct legal path. Step 1. Serve a notice to quit. This depends on the type of tenancy: 1 week and weekly on weekly tenants, 1 month on monthly tenants, 3 months on quarterly or half yearly tenants, and 6 months on yearly tenants. This notice tells the tenant your rent is unpaid and your tenancy will end after this period. Step 2. Serve owner's intention to recover premises. If the tenant still doesn't leave after the quit notice, you serve a 7-day owner's intention notice. This means in 7 days, I will go to court to repossess this property. And step 3. File for possession in court. Only a court can give a valid order to evict a tenant. Once you file, the court reviews your case and decides whether the tenant must vacate. Step 4. Enforce the judgment. With a court order, you can use the sheriff or law enforcement bailiff to legally repossess your property. These are things you cannot do as a landlord. Even if your tenant owes you months of rent, you cannot lock them out of the property, cut electricity or water supply, harass or threaten them, seize their belongings. Doing any of this can make the tenant sue you, and the court might even force you to pay them damages. So guys, let me give you a real life example. Mr. Omoshetan Omogbefo's tenant owes 6 months rent. In anger, he locks the gate and prevents the tenant from entering. The tenant takes him to court and the judge orders Mr. Omoshetan Omogbefo to reopen the property and pay 500,000 naira damages. Instead of solving the problem, he made it worse because he skipped the process. Lessons for landlords. Patience and procedure are key. Always keep proper documentation, tenancy agreement, rent receipts, and notices served. Work with a lawyer or property manager who understands tenancy law. The law may feel slow, but it protects you in the long run. Lessons for tenants. Not paying rent has consequences. The court will eventually order eviction, but the law also protects you from harassment and illegal eviction. If you are struggling financially, communicate with your landlord early. At the end of the day, landlords must follow the law and tenants must respect their obligations. Skipping the process may feel tempting, but it will cost you more in fines, stress, and sometimes even jail time. Tomorrow, I will share my expert advice on how to avoid landlord-tenant wars entirely by setting things right from the start. Do you have a landlord or tenant story about rent defaults in Lagos? Share it in the comment section. I might use it as an example in my next video, and every one of us watching this may also have 1 or 2 things to learn from it. Cheers guys. See you soon.